Hey guys, it's been a while since I published the last video. I didn't have time for that, but today I want to show you something that I have created. It's a widget. It was published just a few days ago, and it's a widget that maybe it could be helpful for you as it is for me, because at some point I have to create some widgets that have some text inside, and this text should be splittered to put it into a rich text and then apply different style for each of these part of the strings that we have. So this widget, what we do is try to make things simple. Like for example, if we have a rich text, we need to split the paragraph that we want to highlight some words or phrases within, and I think that's not very good, because imagine if you need to create some translations, you need to create multiple translations, and these translations doesn't have a meaningful text or message, because you needed to split it into multiple ones to make them let's say like workable for the rich text. So let me just show you how RichText works currently, so that we can see what is new with this RichingText widget. So for example, if we go to, let me just minimize this, and if we go to, well, my IO, in this case VS Code, I have here this package, the RichingText, and within the RichingText we can find the example folder, and in the example folder of course we have an example of the widgets, and this widget looks like this. Let me just open the simulator, and I already compiled the app, and it is like this. So what we have here is a text or a sentence or a paragraph, and we highlight some words or phrases within the paragraph. Okay, so let's see how we can do this with rich text, which is the current solution that we have in our hands with the Flutter framework. So for that, I'm just going to extract this RichingText, which is the new widget. Let me just try to extract it to a new class here. Let's see, extract widget, and let's give the name. The name will be RichingText widget. Okay, simple as that. And let's wrap this in with, let's wrap this with a column, and let's create now a new widget, and this widget will be the rich text widget, which will contain the current rich text that we have in the Flutter framework. And as you can see here, we need to provide a text which is of type inline span. So we are going to just provide a text span here, and within the text span we have this property children, where we can specify all the children, or in this case all the words, phrases that we want to highlight or to apply different styles within our paragraph. So for this I will just put a list of text span here with all the phrases or the words that we want to highlight. And here we have, of course, we have text, and I will put exactly the same text that we have in RichingText. For example, this one. Let's copy this style as well. Okay. Let me just format this. Let's use const for this. Okay. We have our first phrase, which is RichingText example, like in this case. Right. Let's the other phrases or words we have here. Let's copy this and let's do it again. Here we have here. For here we have this text style. Let's copy this text style here, put it here. Well, here is the last word in the sentence, so let's move it to the end. Sorry, move it to the end. Okay, now we have the available word, and this word, it's well, this one here, but let's apply this style. And now we are later we are going to see how this is different in our RichingText widget. But for now, in our let's say current RichText that we have in the Flutter framework, we can just do it like this. Let's put here the word available. Okay, let's format this, and let's just put the RichText widget here. Okay, let's use the cons word, comma, and that's it. Now let's refresh this, and as you can see, it's almost the same design that we have here. Well, there are some missing spaces. Okay, perfect. We have exactly the same RichText here, RichText widget, and we have our RichingText widget, which is the new one. So what is the difference here? As you can see, with the current RichText, we need to provide the words or phrases that we want to highlight or apply different styles. We need to split the whole phrase. As you can see here, RichingText example available here. We need to split the phrase in RichingText example to apply the color pink, and available for the black, and here for the green color and the line through. And this is not desirable because when you create some translation, for example, in your app or a text, whatever, you just need to split it in multiple phrases. For me, that's not good. That's why I created this widget, RichingText widget, and the difference is that what you're gonna do is to provide the meaningful whole phrase, like in this example. So you will have RichingText, and then you can provide just the text that you want, or the phrase, the whole phrase. Let's just format this, and you will see that if I refresh this, you will have RichingText example available here, the whole phrase, and this whole phrase has this style, which is the color black, font size 24, and font weight bold in this case. And the whole phrase has their own style, its own style. So we don't need to split the phrase. What we are gonna do is to provide some highlights or some words, phrases that we want to apply a different style within the whole text. And I think this is like more desirable than the current solution with the current RichText that we have in the Flutter framework. Let me just put here this. As you can see, I have this list, this property, which is a list of type actionable text. And this actionable text class, with this actionable text class, you can create an object like this one. Let's just comment this or remove it just to see it. Okay, let's format this, and as you can see, in the actionable text we have three different properties, which is text, which is the text that you want to highlight. Then you have style, which is the style that you want to apply to this text. And then you have actions, which is a callback that you can call just to, for example, do something when you press on the test. Let's just see the example later. For now, I just want to show you that if you just give a text here. Of course, this text should match a text within the phrase that you want to highlight, and you can apply here the different style for each phrase or word within the whole paragraph, the whole sentence, the whole text. So in this case, if I apply this, you will see that the style changed, and now RichingText example is pink and the font letter is not the same that this one, which is 24. Okay, so let's see the other example here that we have is for the here word that we want to apply the line through and also the color green. Okay, let's just refresh this and you can see that it has changed the color, well, the style here, because we now have this line through the whole word. As you can see, this is exactly the same that in the previous example. And now we have the opportunity, of course, to apply a callback here when we press on the phrase. Of course, if I press in this phrase, nothing happens, and you can see in the debug console output. Let me just clean this. Nothing happened because we are not providing anything here. But if I just put something, let's say print here, same phrase or the same word. Let's just refresh this, and now let me just clean the debug console. And now if I press on these words, nothing happened, but if I press on this one here, you can see, well, let me see if something is wrong here. I don't know, it's not working now. Let me just refresh the app. Maybe we need, yeah, exactly. Now as you can see, if we press on the here word, we will see that the console will output just the phrase, the word that we wanted to print, but we can do whatever action that we want here. So this is the widget that I created, and it is very useful for me because I don't have to split this phrase into multiple strings. So the only thing that I need is just provide the whole phrase and then highlight what I want inside the phrase. I can, for example, let's see if I want to, I don't know, let's put another word here and extend the frame a little bit more. Like RichingText sample available here. This is just for you to see how it works. Okay, let's refresh. Let me just, okay, and you can see now that we have the whole phrase. Of course, we can highlight multiple instances of the same word or phrase. So for example, if I put the word here, you will see that it will be applied the same, let me see, maybe because of the, I don't know why it's not working here. Let's see. Oh no, but this should work even with the parentheses. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Now you can see that even if you repeat the same phrase or word, like for example this one here, let me just put RichingText example as we wanted to highlight it in the beginning. Put this here. Let me just save and refresh, and you can see that it is applied the same style that we applied at the beginning of the phrase. Okay, so that's it for now. I hope that you have enjoyed the video and you find useful this RichingText widget. so you can use it in your own project. So now, so if you feel like this is useful for you and you can use it in the future, just give me a like and subscribe if you are not. So see you in the next video. Bye.